viewers, welcome back to Media 13. My name is Jordan and welcome back to everyone's favourite letterboxd log show. That's right, it's the first of the month, which means it's time for Last Month I Watched. Now for those of you watching for the first time, this is a series where I tell you all about what I watched last month, hence the title. Really can't get more specific than that. If you want to quickly catch yourself up on how I rate these films, because I have had a couple of people message me on Twitter asking about that sort of thing, in the description there is a link to an unlisted video where I talk through and give examples of each rating of like what I would give the film. And yeah, with that out of the way, let's just get into September, shall we? Starting things off on the 4th, I watched Sonic the Hedgehog, the 2020 movie. This obviously being the first of the two movies that are currently released in the series. I've made reviews in this video. I made a video last month, which is why I watched this one in the first place, and I love it. You guys know that I do if you've seen that video, and I gave it a 4.5 star. On the 5th, I watched Gone in the Night, which actually also kicked off the TikTok expansion of Media 13. That's right, you thought you'd seen the last of AFWO. Think again. It is back, and for some of these films I will be mentioning that I did review them over there, so I won't be saying as much. You can follow me over there at Media13, worded out because the 13 as a number was taken. And yeah, Gone in the Night, wasn't too keen on it. Very wasteful movie with its premise, and I gave it a 1 star. Moving on to the 6th, we followed up the first movie of the Sonic the Hedgehog series with Sonic the Hedgehog 2. This was my second time watching it. I loved it equally as much as I did the first time. And much like the first time, I gave it a 4.5 stars, much like the first film. Also on the 6th, I watched The Black Phone, which was a film that was released this year, despite Letterboxd trying to tell me it's 2021 for some reason. The Black Phone starring Ethan Hawke is fun. I reviewed that on TikTok as well, so you can go there to get my overall thoughts on it. But to summarise it, I was a bit disappointed, a little bit underwhelmed on the horror aspect of it, and I gave it 3 stars. Also on the 6th, I watched Dashcam, reviewed it on TikTok. This is easily one of the worst movies I have ever seen, and I gave it half a star. On the 7th, I watched I Came By, Netflix movie starring George McKay, or Mackay, or however you say it. I'm not here to pronounce names, I'm just here to talk about movies. I Came By is a movie that sort of spills its premise, but at the same time knows what it is and keeps to that, which I can respect to a degree. Talked about it on TikTok, I gave it 3 stars. On the 11th, Day Shift, a movie starring Jamie Foxx. It's a Netflix movie, and I watched that. Obviously, otherwise, why would I be talking about it? Day Shift is a really fun movie. It has a lot of fun with its premise, and the two leads of Dave Franco and Jamie Foxx certainly do gel well together. A lot of comedy will be hit and miss with a lot of audiences, but for the most part, I enjoyed it. I give it 3.5 stars. Also on the 11th, I watched Borat. This movie is so good. It's still so funny. It's not a film that I can watch often. I feel like once a year, if I put this on, I'm going to enjoy it any more frequently, and I'm probably not. But I love it so much, and I gave it a 4 stars. On the 13th, I went to the cinema to see Bodies, Bodies, Bodies. Didn't think Among Us the movie would ditch the title for something else, but there we go. That sounded like a bit of an insult, and while that might have acted as one, the film is actually pretty good. I actually really enjoyed it, and I gave it a 3.5 stars, which I honestly think I might have undersold it a little bit. It's a shame that I can't, like, go back on that sooner than February of next year, because that's when the UK gets the Blu-ray release for some reason, and that makes no fucking sense to me. On the 15th, I watched Emily the Criminal, film starring Aubrey Plaza. It's okay, it's alright, it's one of those movies that I enjoyed. I've not really got any complaints about, but I still didn't think it was amazing, and that got a 3 star. And we followed it up also on the 15th with Where the Crawdads Sing, so we were getting off a lot of 2022 films rattled. Where the Crawdads Sing as well, I mentioned it on TikTok. I wanted to like this movie, but I don't know, I feel like it was missing something. Again, I thought it was fine, it was definitely acceptable, and I gave it another 3 star. On the 16th, I watched 2014's Creep, and I followed that up also with Creep 2. Both of these are phenomenal films. I'm going to be covering one of them this month on the channel. So with that being said, I cannot talk about them too much, so I will just say that I gave Creep 1 a 4.5 stars, and Creep 2 a 3.5 stars. Also on the 16th, I finally watched Spree. It's a horror movie starring Joe Keery. It very nearly misses out on being found footage, but I choose to include it as that anyway. And it was actually a really good movie. I am surprised at how well Joe Keery plays a very unhinged person. I gave it 4 star. I had a lot of fun with it. On the 16th, I went to the cinema yet again, and I saw Elvis because I wanted to see it in cinemas before it came out on Blu-ray. And what good timing, because it came on Blu-ray like the Monday after. Elvis was very good, in fact a lot better than I was expecting it to be. I think Austin Butler's performance is amazing. I think Tom Hanks is good. I can't get the fact that he's still Woody out of my mind though. And yeah, I had fun with it. That's all I really need to say. And I gave it 4.5 stars. If you want to see more thoughts, you can go to TikTok. The 17th of September, I watched a film that's been on everyone's minds this year. Everything, Everywhere, All at Once. Now listen, I want to set a disclaimer here. I didn't think this movie was bad. Put the pitchfork down. I just think that this movie was a victim of Twitter acting as if it was the second coming of Jesus Christ, which happens a lot more on that app than you'd think. And for someone that's chronically online like myself, it's kind of hard to avoid something like that. Everything Everywhere All at Once, I gave it 3.5 stars. I thought it was good without being anything amazing. I did mention it in the TikTok review, which yes, I am going to continue to promote, but I feel like the film really succeeds more when it is just a family drama rather than all this multiverse stuff. And I don't know if part of that is because I don't like the idea of a multiverse, okay? Yeah, Marvel, I'm sorry, Marvel Shell speaking here. I don't like the multiverse. The sooner this whole era is over, the better. But yeah, I am sorry to be the bearer of bad news. I did not think Everything Everywhere All at Once was a masterpiece like the rest of the internet does. On the 18th, I watched Lake Mungo, which is going to be another film that I'm covering this month. And I gave it a 4.5 stars. I think this is a tremendous movie. On the 20th, I then watched Wreck, which is yet another movie that I'm covering this month on the channel. Surprise! 3 found footage films we're talking about. It's like there's a theme been established here. Wreck is a very good movie. It's Spanish. I gave it 4.5 stars. The Spanish part isn't really relevant at all. That's not meant to be a point or anything. Just thought I'd bring it up. And we ended the month prematurely on the 23rd because I have a shit ton that I have to film. I didn't really have any more time for watching movies. And I ended it with a double cinema bill. On the 23rd, I went to See How They Run, which I enjoyed a lot. Thought it was very clever, I enjoyed the characters, and I gave it a 4 star. It was very nearly the better movie of the two, but then I went and saw Don't Worry Darling, which, shocker, is a good movie. It's very ironic that the drama between Florence Pugh and Olivia Wilde has taken the mainstay with all of this, because, seriously, the 2 best things about this movie are Florence Pugh's performance and Olivia Wilde's direction, so like, staged? I don't know. I gave that one a 4.5 stars, and unless there's some little extra segment that comes in after I finish talking here, that's what I watched last month. So everyone, I hope you enjoyed the first of, like, I don't even know how many videos are coming this month. You're just going to stay tuned and see. If you enjoyed it, feel free to leave a like. It lets me know I'm doing something right with the content. You can also subscribe if you don't want to miss out on future stuff. We're on the run to 1,000 subscribers, but first we need to hit 900. I don't know why I didn't say that. So with that being said, feel free to share it with your friends or on Twitter or on Instagram or any other social medias you're a part of. And I think I've covered everything I want to. So until next time, my name has been Jordan. I hope you're all having a fantastic day. And I will see you all in the next one.